Moises Caicedo's Chelsea deal is getting to a point where the club Chelsea is going to be finalizing this move, and also Santos is also very happy to let go the football star David Washington to the club Chelsea. A lot is definitely happening despite the fact that there has been quite a big investigation when it comes to the club Chelsea. The Premier League is investigating how our transfer business has been done in the past years for the club Chelsea, and this has nothing to do with the new management. This is something to do with Roman Abramovich, and there's nothing serious really, despite heavy talks that are in the media. There's nothing to worry about. Quite a lot to talk about with Romelu Lukaku heading to the club Juventus, and we could be seeing Dusan Vlahovic making a move to the club Chelsea, as Dusan Vlahovic is one of those strikers that the club Chelsea has always wanted, and despite the fact that Chelsea has been one club that has been quite interested in the football star, Arsenal has also always showed a bit of interest, but Chelsea is way too far when we talk about the transfer of Dusan Vlahovic to the Premier League. A lot, a lot's definitely happening, and when we talk about transfers, really the transfer season is almost getting done. We are not left that we are, it's not months now, it's just days until the transfer season gets done, and we're getting to the start of the Premier League, and Chelsea will be facing the club Liverpool in Premier League opener. Drop your comments in the comment section, what you think about this game, predict whom you think is going to win, and you can also let us know whom you think is going to score for the club Chelsea. So a lot has been done, and a lot is being said about the club Chelsea, and its ownership and investigations, but really nothing to get worried about. But what we know, Moises Caicedo is an Ecuadorian professional football player and plays for Brighton and Hove, being heavily linked to the club Chelsea after 3 bids were all rejected by the club Brighton and Hove. Brighton and Hove rejected a £60 million bid of the club Chelsea, rejected a £70 million bid, and also an £80 million bid, and they definitely stand still, saying that they do need £100 million. But what is known for sure is that Moises Caicedo, as a football player, wants to leave the club of Brighton and Hove, and this is not his first time telling the club that he wants to leave, and Brighton and Hove trying to get hold of him. But I think it's going to be different this time round. In the general transfer window, Arsenal tried to sign Moises Caicedo, but the price was not right according to Brighton and Hove. Brighton and Hove promised him that any club that would come up with £70 million in the summer transfer window, he would definitely go with that club if he agreed and if he wished to. And we are in the summer transfer window. Chelsea putting in a £60 million bid that was rejected in Chelsea, matching the former price tag that was placed on Moises Caicedo, £70 million, and still Brighton and Hove say no way, he's going nowhere unless there is £100 million, and Chelsea going for £80 million and still saying no. At this point in time, we could be seeing Chelsea matching the £100 million bid, but I would not like it to go that way. I think I would be better to negotiate, because Moises Caicedo, as a football player, wants to play for the club Chelsea, and that's a big bonus. That's definitely a big bonus. Chelsea can build from there and use it as an advantage, because Moises Caicedo wants to play for the club Chelsea, so they can get him at a slightly lower price than what the club Brighton and Hove wants, because Brighton and Hove is saying they need £100 million for Moises Caicedo, and this was created on after Arsenal really signing Declan Rice at 105 million pound, as Brighton and Hove says that they are almost in the same range. So let's hope things keep on moving on quite well for the club Chelsea, as we definitely know a lot is happening in these transfers. A lot is definitely happening. Football players, Neymar was linked to the club Chelsea. A lot of football players have really been linked. A lot of football players have been linked to the club Chelsea, and we can say that at this moment in time, the football players that we need to focus on at this moment in time is Washington, David Washington from the football club Santos. It will be remembered that Arsenal has already signed a football player from Santos. Chelsea. Arsenal did sign one before. That's why I was mixing them up. And Chelsea has also signed already a football player from Santos, and this is a second one. And the football player that Chelsea signed is Angelo Gabriel from Santos, and now second football player being signed from the football club Santos is David Washington, a young talent, very brilliant, quite very good one, and known as David Washington, but quite a lot of people called him David, the Brazilian professional football player who plays as a forward and has been playing as a forward for the club Santos. But at this moment in time, we definitely know that he's going to be playing for the club Chelsea. Let us know what you think about the football players, and please subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out. As I tell you, my name is Abu KALS, and I'm right about here to give you the latest. And with Moises Caicedo, it's just a matter of time, because he's been left out in games. He said he's not playing for Brighton unless it is revolved that he is either going to be staying or leaving the club. But his preference really is leaving the club Brighton and Hove. So him not managing to play, not being included in the squad of Brighton and Hove, shows that this is definitely going on quite well for the club Chelsea, and Chelsea is in its final stages of signing the Brighton and Hove defensive midfielder Moises Caicedo, who's a very good one, a perfect defensive midfielder, as Mauricio Pochettino has been looking at getting a wonderful football player, a very good one, and let's hope that his defensive midfield is going to be sorted, and that's what he is already. Chelsea has signed Christopher Nkunku, who has got an injury. That's quite sad news after him playing in the preseason games. It comes out that Christopher Nkunku has actually obtained an injury, a knee injury in the preseason games that could last a couple of months, and that's why we're definitely going to be seeing Chelsea going in for yet another striker, and that's why we definitely know that the club Chelsea still has a lot of transfer business to do this summer transfer window. Let us know what you think about this, and also Nicholas Jackson from Villarreal was quite a brilliant one, a very good one, and he's been playing quite well, and I think he's going to be an amazing talent in the near future. And we can't wait for the Premier League to start, and we see how all this definitely will go. Do not forget to be part of this. Please subscribe, ring that notification bell, so that you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you, as long as it's important, as long as it is Chelsea related. Right about here at the Chelsea chapter, as you know that we're in the transfer season. A summer transfer window is where we are at this point in time, but also we are heading into the beginning of the Premier League games, and we anticipate a better season from what's way different from what the club Chelsea had last season, because it wasn't the best of seasons for the club Chelsea. the recently concluded season. Otherwise, I think if we meet in yet another video, I'll definitely be quite okay with that. Please subscribe and ring that notification bell. My name is Abu KALS.